Chibi Masters, the cool little highly detailed figures for only £10, and they come in this awesome little display box. Now this is not the first time I reviewed a Chibi Master figure. I have previously done some Demon Slayer ones, My Hero Academia ones, as well as Jujutsu Kaisen, which I'll link down in the description below, and I absolutely love these little figures, and I'm so glad there's more now out. When I went to my local geek shop, I noticed Rengoku-san sitting there, and a set of 3 figures in total, so I had to pick them up. Later that day, I went to another store, and I noticed there was actually another set, as you can see here, with open eye, and there was another set of 3. So I don't know if these were dropped separately or they just dropped at the same time, but I don't care because I picked them all up. So let's take a closer look at the Demon Slayer Chibi Masters 2 new sets. Hello all, my name is Daniel and welcome to Twisted Geek, and welcome to this unboxing of Chibi Masters. 6 little awesome figures to unbox. So after finding these sets, I did have a look online and see if there was anything else. So after picking up these 6 Demon Slayer ones, I went to have a look online to see if there was anything else. They've released some Cowboy Bebop ones. I'm sorry, not going to pick them ones up, but the ones I will be picking up is the My Hero Academia. They've released another 5, and these ones look pretty damn cool, including people like All For One and Dabby. So make sure you subscribe to see future videos of Chibi Masters. Let's start quickly with Akasa, and we'll take a quick look at him, and then we'll open all the rest and take a closer look at every single one of them. One thing you might have noticed is on some of them there as well, these were £12. Some places you go do sell them for a little bit more. The average price is about £10. Some more independent stores will sell them for a little bit more, which I don't mind. So one of the things I've noticed straight away is the stands originally had little balls on the end of them. So when you put them in, you could actually rotate them and move them around a little bit. These ones don't. I think the downside of this as well, not having that little ball on it makes that a little bit more difficult to actually get it in the back of them, but definitely makes it a lot more secure. So one thing I did notice there, whilst I was putting that in the back and it was a little bit more difficult, is that his head actually does rotate. So you can turn, and it tilts as well, which I quite like the idea that it does tilt, so you can pose them in slightly different ways, which is pretty cool. But before we take a full close look of Casa, so let's unbox all the rest so you can see them all at once. So here's a close-up of them all, and I'll give you a full tour of every single one in a little more detail very soon. We've got Rengoku, Enmu, Akasa, Tengen, Mitsuri, and Obanai. First impressions, these are looking pretty damn cool. Mitsuri getting her little section in there, her little stand, that was an absolute pain. With Tengen actually being the very easiest, it just slid straight in, was nice and easy. All of them seem to have the ability to move their heads and twist them. But let's take a full-on closer look of the detail of these, any issues we might find, and what you can expect from these £10 Chibi Master figures. So one of the first things I'll say when having a look around of stuff like Rengoku here, Rengoku-san, is that yes, these are £10 figures, so don't expect the most perfect of paint jobs on all of these. I found them so far to be pretty good, but what I've noticed on Rengoku is along the hairline in the red, it is a little bit sloppy in places. But other than that, and a slight little mark on his sword, it's the kind of little things you do expect for, 1, something of this size, and 2, for the price that you pay for them. Rengoku's head doesn't actually really turn. Enmu, on the other hand, does have a little bit of twist and wobble in the head there. Quality-wise, I think is pretty cool. Slight issues here and there on the paint work, but it's cool that you can still see the full mouth on her hand as well. The detail there is really cool. I like the pose, I like the face. That always comes out really nice in these. Akasa, with all his face tattoos and arm tattoos and the whole lot. This is actually nicely done for being so small, getting them transfers on there and getting them on neat. I think you've definitely got to give them a high five for that. He is more simple in his color schemes and that, so there's no issues from what I can really say there. Nothing that would actually really bother us or worth mentioning that stand out. In Tengen, again, he can move his head quite nicely there. You can actually move a little bit on the stand as well. A little dance there for you, why not? And looking around again on him, other than there's like a little splotch on his underarm there, again, I don't see anyone really having an issue with this at all. The one you probably want to see the most, Mitsuri, Everyone kind of loves the Love Hashira. I think that's the whole point. Nice, bright pink and green hair, big smile on her face. Annoying to get this little stand on, but she seems happy. I'm happy. And then Obanai. I thought this was like a weird choice. If you look at like Matsuri and Tengen, they've been in the past couple of arcs of the anime itself. I'm not too sure about the manga. I've not actually read the manga yet. But in the anime, they've been in the Swordsmith's arc and the Entertainment District arc. You've seen Bandai a little bit, but not really enough to warrant, in my opinion, a figure for them. There's definitely other characters that you could have possibly done. But even saying that, it is a cool figure, nicely painted, like the pose, like the face. Overall, it is a cool figure. What I will personally be doing with these is you can get these nice little display stands in cases from Temu. They're about £5 to £6 for 6 of them, so roughly about £1 each. And I've ordered some of these in order to put these new ones in. It definitely helps. One, it's easier to display because these can actually be stackable, and it keeps the dust off. And for the price you pay for it, I don't mind paying a quid in that for something that's going to help keep the dust off. Now, the bigger figures, that's a little bit more difficult to deal with because of the size, so it does cost a lot more if you want to try to get something in display. Or you can get the glass shelves, but there's always still some kind of dust that can still seep in. In these little jars, not so much. So I think these are going to look pretty cool on the shelf once I get them in these and up against cost of our Demon Slayer ones. So what did you think of these Chibi Master figures? So which Demon Slayer Chibi Masters figures was your favourite? I think mine possibly has to be Akasa. I do actually really like his tattoos. It is very well done. Let me know down in the comments below which one you like the best. And of course, stay tuned for more videos of Chibi Masters for when I get them My Hero Academia ones. So of course, make sure you like, subscribe, and share because it really helps in the algorithm and helps this video get shared out to more people. My name has been Daniel. This has been Twisted Geek. Hope you have an awesome week. Cheers.